Greetings! High school girls basketball is on the air this evening here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. I am Joey D alongside Zach Morris here this evening for Northeastern Conference action between Fox Valley Lutheran and the Wrightstown Tigers. And Zach, they met earlier this year. It was only a 3-point game, but that was a long time ago. Two way different teams, but they know each other pretty well.
Yeah, and that's the big thing when you're talking about the matchups in the conference. And when you had the first matchup, okay, you got to learn a little bit. You remember them last year, but of course, there's a few seniors that leave, some juniors and freshmen you like to bring up from JV and the freshman team, so you're feeling pretty good. Now, it's a different team, so that first matchup is a little different, but the second one, especially if you played about 2 weeks ago, this is a different. Everything's different because you know the team. There's no big surprises. Maybe an inbounds play or two, but that's about it.
Yeah. Well, also a whole new team, but whole new coaching staff as well for Wrightstown. How about what this first-year head coach has gone through so far?
Yeah, and it changes a lot when you look at your opponents where they can't use everything from last season because you're brand new. All right, we're going to see how this works. So, yeah, ups and downs. As you'll hear that they've had a rough start, but Wrightstown's off a little rampage right now, and this is going to be a little tough for FVL. Even though they got the win on the road at Wrightstown, again, things can change in a couple of weeks, and especially under this weird season of the 2020 overall.
Exactly.
I mean, it just shows you the pandemic. Things are different, so even if you had a good matchup the first time, doesn't automatically mean it'll be as easy the second time. And a 3-point win wasn't really easy at all.
Yeah, well, we'll see how round number 2 goes. It is Wrightstown. It is Fox Valley Lutheran. You will hear from both of the head coaches when we continue on our pregame show right after this.
At Fox Communities Credit Union,
We put our members first in everything we do.
So who are we?
we are over 400 team members.
From right here in your community.
Member service experts, tellers,
loan officers and support staff.
Some of us have been with Fox for over 30 years.
Every single one of us thinks about you.
How we can make your life better.
How we can improve.
Because I'm a member too.
together, let's make life happen. Fox Communities Credit Union.
And welcome back to the high school basketball pregame show. Tonight we've got girls basketball for you here on our video stream. It is Wrightstown and Fox Valley Lutheran. Let's do some coaches talk. First of all, the visitors on the scoreboard. He is in his first season at the helm. They are 8-4 overall, 7-2 in conference play. And it is head coach Otto Suko. Am I saying that right, Coach?
That's correct.
All right, first-year head coach. It's got to be the first question. How has year one been so far?
It's been good. We started out with a win, and then FVL came to our place, and we played a really close game. FVL is a good team, and then we went to a non-conference game against De Pere, and we lost, and then we had Freedom, and then we had Brilliance, so we lost 4 in a row. And now we're on a kind of an upswing. I think we won 6 in a row, so this will be a big game tonight.
Yeah, 1-4 at one point.
Yep.
What was going through your mind when you're 1-4? Are you like, uh-oh, or are you like, no, we still got some building to go?
No, after that Brilliant game, that was non-conference, that was our 4th straight loss. I told the girls, looked them all in the eye, and I said, trust me, it's going to get better. And, they work hard. They come to practice every day, and they work hard. And we knew we'd turn it around. So here we are. We're 7-2 in conference, and a big game tonight. So.
Absolutely. A lot of games in a very short period of time. What's it been like?
Well, we're on the NBA schedule. So last week we played 3. We're usually a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Now we're Monday, Thursday, Saturday this week. And we'll play 3 games next week. So with quarantine, a couple schools quarantined, we're doing those makeups. And the other thing is we were home heavy in the beginning, and I think we got like 9 games and 7 around the road. So, yeah.
Well, tonight, the latest one on the road here at FVL. What are you expecting from the Foxes?
Oh, they're a solid team. They run their offense very well. They got great shooters. They play good defense. They don't make mistakes. They don't beat themselves. We have to get out on their shooters, and we have to play our game. We got to limit turnovers. We got to score. We didn't score against them. We average 65 points a game. We scored 48 against them, and we just couldn't shoot it. We couldn't make it. We shot it, we just couldn't make it, and hopefully it'll be different tonight.
Kind of answers my last question here for you. The difference between your team back on December 3rd and your team right now tonight.
We're better defensively. We work hard every night defensively, and that's something that we're getting better at. And we're running our offense better. We were a little quick in the beginning of the year offensively. I just want them to make that extra pass and be patient. And we got good shooters. And we got a girl in the middle at 6'2", and we got to get her more touches, and that's our strategy. So.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and good luck tonight.
All right. Thank you.
That is Wrightstown coach Otto Suko. More of the pregame show coming up right after this.
100 years in business, thousands of construction projects, countless memories, and priceless relationships for which we are eternally grateful. But we're just getting started. The team at Myron Construction thrives on bringing dreams to life, and we're looking forward to the next century of building excellence for our clients, partners, and the community. Because building excellence isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
Welcome back to the high school basketball pregame show here tonight. We've got Wrightstown and Fox Valley Lutheran girls basketball. Let's catch up with the home team. And he is in his 28th season overall. It is the Reverend Dave Wenzel. And, Coach, season so far, roller coaster to start. Win, loss, all that kind of stuff. But you've won 5 in a row now. What do you attribute the turnaround to?
This is a team that seems to really enjoy improving, which is always what you want as a coach, and every team says they do. But we have practices very few times where it's a squirrely practice or afterwards you say they just weren't there. Very good focus. And I think that I would attribute to our success is the girls want to absorb more and more, learn more, improve individually, then also collectively, which is just huge.
A lot of games in a row, basically, here. What's it been like here in this stretch?
Yeah, now we're getting busy with three games this week, 3 games next week. And you don't have a lot of time to prep for a team, so you come off of a game, you get one practice, you're back at it. The girls probably enjoy that more as coaches. It's a little more stressful because as a coach, you always think, oh, I don't have them ready. I'd like to do this, I'd like to do that. But the girls enjoy it and seem to be just thrilled they're having a season.
Home tonight against Wrightstown. What are you expecting from the Tigers?
They are tough. You know, they've got such a nice team. They got some size. They got Lemke, just a tough player. She makes them go. So we expect from the first time we played them, we expect they've improved from what I've seen of being able to scout them off of tape. They've improved, and I think it's going to be a good matchup. They like to push the ball up tempo, especially 5 and 22. They got some nice size, the big girl inside. But what I'm hoping is that our girls play smart enough D that we can limit the looks that their shooters get, and it's got to be one and done. That'll be a key for us. How many offensive boards do they get on us and get a second chance?
Last question for you. What do you remember most about the first matchup?
What I remember most is that I wasn't there. I was home with COVID, and I was watching the live stream, and that was very frustrating. I was pounding the floor a lot, as I sat on the floor watching it on my laptop, and that's what I remember most. But the girls came out with a win, and that was huge.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck tonight and the rest of the season.
Thank you.
There you go. That's Coach Reverend Dave Wenzel. More of the pregame show coming up right after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
And we'll bring it back here to Fox Valley Lutheran High School here in Appleton, Wisconsin. I am Joey D alongside Zach Morris here tonight. Girls basketball in the Northeastern Conference, and we have a good one for you tonight. It is the Foxes of Fox Valley Lutheran hosting the Wrightstown Tigers. Tigers, a visiting team, they come in at 8-4 overall, 7-2 in conference play. The Foxes at 9-3, 9-2 in conference play. And these two teams met each other, but it's been a while, and a lot has changed between both of these teams. That was Thursday, December 3rd, and it ended up being 51-48. That was the second game of the season. These two teams, like I said, have totally changed. The series has been dominated by Wrightstown, and we will get to that coming up after our national anthem. Our national anthem here this evening at Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Girls basketball here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. I am Joey D alongside Zach Morris. Let's bring in my broadcast partner now. And Zach, we got, at least on paper, we got ourselves a doozy here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game, the first matchup of the year. So you're planning on another great matchup for round 2, especially when these are two teams trying to get second place in the Northeastern Conference. So you know it's going to be a great matchup because they're going to be playing their hardest. And we know from the first matchup, losing by 3 for Wrightstown, they want nothing more than to even the series. But if you're FVL fan, you want a big win because that's a good statement call that you know you were able to sweep the third best team right now in your conference.
Let's go through the starting lineups. First of all, for the visitors on the scoreboard from Wrightstown, they will go with Abby Radke, Leah Lemke, Jordan Vickman, Samantha Keel, and Emily Brick. For head coach Otto Suko, as you just heard in the pregame, in his first year here, taking over from Mike Frohlke, who stepped down just prior to this season. So Otto Suko taking over in his first year. As for the Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes, under head coach Dave Wenzel in his 28th season, they will go with Maddie Jacobson, Lydia Fight, Carissa Holdcroft, Elena Fight, and Emily Yankee, who is just now being introduced. She leads the way, 16.4 points and 3.6 rebounds a game for, again, head coach Dave Wenzel. The Reverend Jacobson, Fight, Holdcroft, Fight, and Yankee. For Wrightstown, Radke, Lemke, Vickman, Keel, and Brick. As you see, the Tigers will come out in their dark blue uniforms, and the Foxes will be in the home white uniforms. Last year, Wrightstown 25-1. They were set to play in the state championship game before, well, you know what hit. They were set to play Platteville. Ended up 25-1, 17-1 in the Northeast Conference, and they will get the basketball first to start this one. And almost turned over, but instead it goes off the fingertips of an FVL player. It'll stay Tigers basketball. They have owned this series over the years as a deep ball is hit just inside the three-point line. That's Samantha Keel, our first 2 points of the game, and it goes for the Tigers. And our first foul of the game is going to go on the Tigers. Goes on Emily Brick, her first, and the team's first. Emily Yankee steps to the line for the first time this evening. Makes the first one. Yankee on the season, 75% free throw shooter. And makes them both. We are knotted up at 2 here in the early going.
Well, a great start for Wrightstown. You love getting the opening basket, but also a good job by Fox Valley Lutheran being able to get the responding points. So it's going to be an up and down type of game.
They'll swing it around. Break with it, now top of the key. They'll swing it back the other way. Taking the long three is Radke. That one off the mark, and the rebound run down by Yankee. Going to call her name quite a bit here tonight. A crossover move. Immediately double teamed as she brought it across the timeline. Here's the drive, and it's missed by Jacobson, but the rebound put back. Aaliyah fight. Her first 2.
Great offensive rebound.
Here come the Tigers. 4-2 is our score. Here in the early going after the first 2 scored by the Tigers. A little 4-0 run here by the Foxes. A little more patience this time on offense.
And this possession set up by an offensive board themselves.
Swinging around. Now the long 3 is taken and missed by Keel, and another chance here for the Tigers.
That rebound was just won by height.
Last year, 85-53 and 80-33. Wrightstown just owned them last year. And a foul on this possession. It'll be first foul on Fox Valley Lutheran. It's going to go on Jacobson. Her first and the team's first. Jordan Vickman to shoot a pair. Our first free throws by Wrightstown. Misses the first one. Vickman, a 64% free throw shooter. And she'll have another. Got that one. So she made the back end of it. Brings them within 1, 4-3. The scoreboard right there. We go. Now it's 4-3. And that one is thrown away. First turnover of the game, and it goes on Fox Valley Lutheran. Right into the hands of Vickman. 2.5 minutes into this contest. Both teams showing a lot of patience here. Long 3 ball again by Keel. No good. Rebound put back. That won't go either. And Elena fight this right there.
It's tough to watch those last 2 possessions for Wrightstown. I mean, they're being very patient. It's just the basket's not falling.
Another turnover on FVL. We got a little breakaway. Can the defender get to her? And she does. Nice defense by Carissa Holdcroft. No, they're going to say it went off of Wrightstown. All right. Even better defense. Knock it off of her.
Well, that's the big thing. You just want to get down and make it a contested layup. You don't want to give up and just give the open layup.
1-point game. Just over 3 minutes into this one. A battle for the top of the Northeastern Conference, which is owned by Freedom right now, but this is for second place. And it goes off of one of the Tigers. First substitution of the game. Emma Otto checking in. 5'3" junior. Yeah, Freedom leads at 11-0. Then it's FVL there at 9-2, and Wrightstown at 7-2. So a big, big game here tonight as far as the conference standings go. Foxes, a skip pass all the way over to Holdcroft.
We're trapped in the corner. We're lucky to be able to find the correct person in time to get out of there.
Yeah, that corner acts as another defender. You don't want to get held over there. Swing it back to the right side. Here's fight and another turnover as they threw it right into the hands of Vickman using her size.
They want to run their offense, but it's difficult when you have a taller defender.
And a runner will fall for Leah Lemke. Her first 2, and they've got the lead now, 5-4. Been a while since either team had scored. Top of the key, 3 ball is good from downtown. Elena Fight. She's got 5, and they regain the lead at 7-5.
They were unable to give her the ball down in the paint, but called an excellent play to get her open top of the key.
She can hit it from downtown. Showing her range. Speaking of, how about that one? A little off the mark and a reverse layup. A travel is called. As Lemke grabbed the rebound, she took too many steps. Second turnover on Wrightstown. And a couple substitutions coming in for Fox Valley Lutheran. Last year, 9-15 overall. Lost in the regional to Notre Dame. They were 7-11 the last 2 years under head coach Winzo in the Northeastern Conference. Last winning season was 3 years ago when they were 16-8. Looking for a winning season this year, off to a really good start. 9-3. 9-2 in conference play. Nice crossover move, left-hand layup. Won't go for Yankee. And a foul's going to be called on the rebound. Man, she's got that little burst of speed, Yankee does. That foul goes on. I don't have a 24. Okay, I think he said 1-4, but goes on Brooker. Danielle Brooker, her first. Team foul number 2 on the Tigers. Down low, blocked away. Gets her own rebound, and it pops out to Otto. Between the circles, they work at left side. Nice backdoor cut, and missing the layup. Lydia Fight had a good look at it.
Great look. It was an excellent pass to get it to her.
And in transition, a foul is going to be called on Maddie Jacobson. That is her second. She's probably going to have to take a seat. Second team foul as well, and indeed, Coach Wenzel wants an explanation. Emily Brick will shoot a pair. First one's made. Yeah, she's going to have to take a seat. Subbing in is Emily Yankee coming back in. You knew she wouldn't have too much of a break, their leader. 5'10" and a sophomore. Second one is missed, but the rebound put back. And another opportunity here for the Tigers. Offensive boards galore here in the early going.
Yeah, in the first few minutes of this game, Wrightstown is doing an excellent job on the missed shots, and that helps out when you have a 6'2" rebounder.
And a foul is called away from the play. That is going to go on Jordan Vickman. Her first, team foul number 3 on Wrightstown. Checking in Carissa Hendricks, the 5'9" junior. Very young team here for the Tigers. Only one senior, and that's Emily Brick. Yeah, everybody else got one freshman. Bunch of sophomores and juniors here for Wrightstown. It's a kind of a reload year for them. Almost threw it away. Otto runs it down. 6 minutes into the contest. So 1 point Fox's lead. On the drive, now the kick back out to Lydia Fight. Had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Lydia Fight yesterday. She tries to run down the rebound, and she gets it. Kicks it outside to Yankee for 3. Emily Yankee came in averaging 16.4 points a game. Shows her range there, and the sophomore has 5 early points.
Yeah, not the shooter you want to be left open for Wrightstown.
Biggest lead of the game, it is 4. Try and answer with a deep 3 by Danielle Brooker. And here come the Foxes once again. Nice crossover by Yankee, and she fell down because she was hit. Another foul called on Wrightstown. That'll be their 4th team foul. Could get a couple different players here. We'll see who they call that one on. That goes on Carissa Hendricks. And a timeout is called here with 11:11 remaining in this first half. It is 10-6, and this gives us a chance to talk about Fox Valley Lutheran High School. In Appleton, they offer teens an outstanding Christian education. Caring teachers, classes for all abilities, amazing facilities, in-person or online options available. I was talking about this with the coach before the game. So, yeah, most people, they're doing in person now here. And they have all year. Enroll now for second semester or next fall. You can learn more. FVLHS.org. As we bring it back, it is 10-6 FVL here in the early going. What do they say? They're in a timeout there, Zach.
Well, for Fox Valley Lutheran, just keep running everything because you're working the open shots. You just got to continue to run your offense. As for Wrightstown, just continue to work on the offensive boards. Sooner or later, these open shots will fall in. They're having plenty of opportunities, and if you can continue to get those offensive boards, you're going to find a lot of success later in this game.
Exactly. They've had a bunch of them. That's one stat that we don't keep. I keep the points, but they have honed the offensive glass. Just haven't been able to connect too often after getting those. Well, the Foxes totally working the perimeter in. As I say that, they'll drive in, and a travel is going to be called. Too many steps for Olivia Cron. Fourth turnover on the Foxes. She had a good look at it, but there were too many Tigers there, and she was trying to split the defenders. 10.5 to go here in this first half.
They're doing a great job running their offense and not having any turnovers.
Mm-hmm. Baseline pop is good. Leah Lemke, her second bucket of the game. Brings them back within two at 10-8.
And there's that first open look that finally went in for quite a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since they scored. Had to look down low and almost threw it away. Oh, a travel is called on Fox Valley Lutheran. That is their fifth turnover by the referees this evening. They wanted me to introduce them as Jim, Bob, and Jerry. But it's Pat Beekle, Dean Worth, and Anthony Rasmussen. Anthony Hockley Rasmussen is what they. I love talking. There's another turnover here. This one goes on Wrightstown. I love talking with the referees before the game. They never tell me their real name until I'm like, joking around with them for a little bit, and then they do. But these guys, man, they're out there night after night. Gotta give it to the guys in black and white. They work hard in both boys and girls basketball at every level, be it JV or freshman, here at the varsity level as well. Working hard. Shout out to all of the referees. That one goes out of bounds off of the Tigers. It'll stay Fox's ball.
The Foxes were running really well on offense. Now these last two possessions having two travel calls and almost a turnover there. Something is a little off. We'll see if these next round of substitutions get their offense back on track.
Back into the game, Jordan Vickman, the starter. 6'2 sophomore. Here's a long three. Back iron, no. Rebound fought for. No whistle. I thought they would call a tie-up. They let him play. Wrightstown comes away with it.
If they would have had it tied up for another second, probably would have called it up.
Wanting to drive baseline, cut off there. And it goes off the fingertips of Elena Fight, so it'll stay Wrightstown ball. Riley Pink checking in, a 5'9 sophomore. Again, a young team as well for Fox Valley Lutheran, and a foul is called on the inbounds pass. And I'm going to say she was attempting the shot, so we'll see some free throws after the foul on Pink. She just checked in, and literally 2 seconds later, it's whistled. Lemke heads to the line for a pair. Came in averaging 20 points a game. That is her fifth of this contest. And Lemke on the season. She's a 79% free throw shooter. Missed it, but another offensive rebound. And Lemke there to put it back in. Right place at the right time for Leah Lemke. Yeah, we have a lead change. It's 11-10.
3-point possession, and again, it's these offensive boards is what's going to keep Wrightstown in this game as they try to maintain this 1-point lead.
Double dribble called. Turnover number 6 unofficially. As into the game, Danielle Brooker. The sophomore checking back in. Yeah, I got 6 for FVL, 3 for Wrightstown. Tigers getting their opportunities both on the offensive board and via the turnover by FVL. Nice entry pass to Lemke. She quickly double team, finds a cutter, but it's no good. Yankee with the breakaway. And they're able to set up the offense. 8.5 to go in this first half. Back and forth. We've had a couple of lead changes. Biggest lead of the game is 4. Right now it's just 1. Trying for another lead change, and Pink will head to the line. Drawing the foul. That foul is on Samantha Keel. Her first team foul number 5. So Riley Pink will get a chance to shoot a couple. 7 out of 12 so far on the season. And make it 8 out of 13. Pink coming off of the bench in the scorebook. Lydia fight back in. We are tied at 11, but that might change here in a matter of a couple of dribbles.
Were those the dribbles?
Yep. And Pink switches the scoreboard back in favor of Fox Valley Lutheran after knocking them both down.
He slammed her a couple of dribbles, and there she did it at the line. So, but this is the back and forth game we expected. When you talk about number 2 and the number 3 teams in the conference, it's gonna be a tough matchup.
Deep from the right corner, and Brick can't get it to fall. Foxes grab the rebound, getting the screen out front. Over to Pink. High on the right, back in between the circles. Working left side, Emma Otto. One dribble, entry pass. Everybody touching the basketball. Pink back over to Otto, she'll drive. Now baseline drive, cut off there nicely. 3 by Otto. Rebound. Comes down to Wrightstown. They'll look to score in transition. We'll set things back up. Nice pump fake. Drawing a crowd, kicks it back out for 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Lydia Fight for Fox Valley Lutheran.
And a great defensive rebound, because you saw the Wrightstown rebounders trying to get that one out for another chance, because they are active on these offensive boards.
Fox is up by 1. 7 minutes showing on the first half clock. Nice look down low, no good, but the rebound putback is there for Lydia Fight. Her first 2 of the game extends the lead to 3 for Fox Valley Lutheran. Lydia coming in averaging 9 points, 4.5 boards. Had 8 points in their first matchup. Check that, 9 points in their first matchup. 8 points the other night against Wapaka. That's her first 2 this one. With 6.5 to go, and a timeout is called by Coach Otto Suko. So we will take one as well. 14-11 remaining, 6.5 remaining, should say, in this first half. Back after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Communities mean everything to Fox. It's in our name. It means giving back and moving forward through life's changes. It means evolving to give you the best personalized financial services. Fox has been here since 1937. Times have changed, but our focus hasn't. It's about our members, today and always. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Back here at Fox Valley Lutheran High School, where Foxes have a 3-point lead. First-year head coach Otto Suko wanting to talk things over, trying to regroup here offensively. See if they can get a bucket, as they're in a little bit of a drought here. It's been a while since the Tigers have been able to get anything going offensively, and Till right there. That's all I got to do is just mention it. Abby Radke, her first 3 of the game.
The perfect play to draw up coming out of a timeout. It just ran to perfection there for the Tigers.
And we're all knotted up at 14 apiece. It's exactly the way that we thought things would go here tonight. On the drive, rims in and out, no good for Lydia Fight. Oh my goodness, those are the heartbreakers.
And that's why you always have to crash the boards for rebounds, because even shots that look like they're going to go in.
That was in.
Sometimes they just get out.
Tigers chance to give us another lead change. They can score right here. Long three-pointer, and that is a little off the mark for Esme Moses, sophomore. Probably wants that one back. Goes as a turnover on Wrightstown, their fourth. Here with 5:20 remaining, first half. A tie game at 14.
Now, it's a low-scoring game with about 5 minutes to go, and it's because these possessions are taking a lot of time, and that's the way they want to play this. Slow it down, run your offense. Don't go into this tempo where it's dribble down, shoot instantly.
Each team with a touchdown and an extra point. 14 all, just under 5 minutes remaining, first half. Almost a steal there. Instead, it's a three. Lydia Fight from downtown. Their third three-pointer of this first half, and they regained the lead at 17-14.
And that's the risk you take with those breakaway steals. If you miss, it leaves your player wide open. And a great job realizing her defender was a couple feet away from her.
I guarantee you Fight practices that one all the time. Nice skip pass way out front. Trying to answer with the three. No, and second chance again for the Tigers.
See that the ball is just trying to find a way to go back to the Tigers every time they shoot it.
Here's Lemke. Nice move in the paint. Splitting defenders, can't get it to go. Underneath, grabbed by Maya Lohberger. Fresh into the game. The 5'9" sophomore. They were looking for her on the cut there, couldn't find her.
But those last two possessions together have taken a minute off the clock.
We're down to 3:45 remaining in this first half.
And it's not a bad philosophy because they're getting good looks.
Lohberger with a good look and can't get it to go. Back come the Tigers in the corner, three ball. Little off the mark there. Carissa Hendricks. Back come the Foxes. Crossover move in the paint and one. Emily Yankee. Nice move. That foul goes on Abby Radke, I should say. It's her first, team foul number 6, so FVL will be in the bonus for the final 3:24 of this first half. And Emily Yankee will try for the old-fashioned three-pointer here. As it's now 19-14. This is the largest lead for either team. And she adds to it. 20-14. Yankee averaging 16.4 coming in. She's got an old-fashioned three. She's got the traditional three-pointer, and she's got a couple of free throws as well. That one off the mark. Foxes building a little momentum here to end half number 1, right at about 3 minutes left to play.
And it's helping the Foxes with their defensive rebounding, being able to at least get the ball these last couple of possessions, not giving the second chance opportunities for the Tigers.
Well, that 6-0 run looking to add to it. Double teamed is Yankee. Swing it back around. Find the cutter. Oh, off the front of the rim. No good. Elena Fight. Can't believe that one didn't go, and I can't either. That just hung on the rim. Instead, here come the Tigers. Trying to break this little drought again. They've gone through a couple of droughts in this first half. Hear the squeaking of the shoes. You can see also the limited crowd here tonight. Each player allotted 2 tickets each. It's good to see fans in the stands. That one won't go for Jordan Vickman. And the Foxes right at the 2-minute warning. Up by 6, looking to add to it. Yankee crossover, double teamed, stolen away from behind. Nice pickpocket there. That is 7 turnovers now in FVL.
Had no clue an extra defender was right behind her.
3 ball, the bank is not open. A lot of contact, no foul called. You might have been able to hear the FVL bench yelling foul, and a travel is called. Back-to-back turnovers.
It seemed like incidental contact. She was not looking where the defender was, and there was a little contact. I think it was a good no call.
I'm with you, partner. 1:42 remaining.
Now, if she tried knocking the ball out while she had a little contact, that's a little different story.
Crossover by Lemke in the corner. Wide open is Radke. She'll take it. She thought maybe she was too wide open. And Yankee has it for the Foxes. As we wind down half number 1. Long 3 ball. Good. Lydia fight. Her second 3 of this first half extends the lead to now 9 for FVL. They are on a 9-0 run. This was 14-all not too long ago, Zach.
Well, the three-point shooting has really helped the Foxes get this lead. Talk about that three-pointer and the other one they just had 2 possessions ago. They're starting to feel it from the arc.
They're looking down low. Tigers passed up a couple of wide-open shots there, Grace. Or should say Jordan Vickman. Instead, 3 balls good. Leah Lemke breaks the drought. She's in double figures with 10, and a timeout is called. So we will take one as well. Back for the end of the first half, right after this.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
And here we go. Down the stretch we come here. First half action. Joey D and Zach Morris with you. They'll just back this one out. Let the final 25 seconds run down as much as they can. That was the use it or lose it timeout, new this year. If you don't use your 30-second timeout in the first half, you lose it. Rebound tapped around, second chance. No, a third chance. No, fourth chance, and a foul is called with 3.8 seconds left. Using her size, and Elena Fight will head to the line.
Multiple opportunities. Now we've seen Wrightstown get multiple chances on these offensive rebounds, but a great job there by Fight to get multiple chances and found a way to get to the line.
Made the first one, give her 6 points.
And even better, Joey found a way to take more time off the clock with all those offensive boards.
She's only a 42% free throw shooter coming in. And she made them both. How about that? Can they get off a last second shot from three-quarter court? Looked more like a pass down low, but that is where we stand here at the half. Your score 25-17 on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. First half thoughts here, Zach Morris.
Well, about 5 minutes ago, this was a tied game, and each team was basically mirroring each other, running good offense, just running through their offensive possessions, waiting for the perfect opportunity to find the open shot. What turned so far is that the Foxes are making their three-point shots, and that has been the big change in this game. Wrightstown with their offensive rebounding can easily get back into this one because they've shown when they were able to score, it was on second and third chance opportunities. But right now it started to fade off a little bit once the Foxes got going offensively. Maybe a change or two defensively for Wrightstown, and we'll see what the Foxes respond with, just running what they were before or make that adjustment or two.
There you see the score, 25-17. A lot of lead changes early on, but a little run there by the Foxes to end the first half, and they pull away for the 8-point advantage as of right now. Again, back on December 3rd, they played to a 51-48 final, and here it is 8 points at the half. We will take a little break and then come back, have some halftime scoring for you. And, of course, second half action on the way. Girls basketball in the Northeastern Conference this evening on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
Fox Fox Communities Credit Union.
Sometimes you can tell when it's time to look for a bigger house. Get the home, the yard, and the loan that will make your dreams and your dog's come true. Talk to the mortgage lending experts at Fox. Get free pre-approval and helpful home buying advice so you can see just how much space you can afford. Let Fox help you with 22 locations and lending experts to make it easy. Visit foxcu.org for details.
Fox Communities.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Now, we also want to thank Fox Valley Lutheran High School here in Appleton, offering teens an outstanding Christian education, caring teachers, classes for all abilities, amazing facilities, as you can see, in-person or online options available. Enroll now for second semester or next fall. Learn more at FVLHS.org. Thanks to Fox Valley Lutheran High School for coming on board as one of the sponsors of tonight's game. Second half action coming your way in just a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. We bring it back here to Fox Valley Lutheran High School. It is halftime tonight. Girls basketball here in the Northeastern Conference. Joey D and Zach Morris with you. Zach also on the camera work this evening. 25-17 is your score, as you see there on the screen. Leading scorers here at the half. 4 different players scored for FVL. 8 each for Lydia Fight and Emily Yankee. There are 2 leading scorers coming in, getting the job done again here this evening. 7 points for Elena Fight and a couple of free throws for Riley Pink. Did good there at the free throw line. They were 7 out of 7 in the first half at the line for Fox Valley Lutheran. As for Wrightstown, they are led in scoring double figures by Leah Limke. The junior came in averaging just over 20 a game, and she has 10 in the first half of this one. 3 points for Abby Radke on a three-pointer, 2 for Samantha Keel, and 1 each on a couple of free throws, Jordan Vickman and Emily Brick. All right, Zach, what are you expecting here? Second half action.
Well, who makes the first adjustment? I mean, that's what it's going to come down to is the FVL Fox is just going to leave everything normal and see if Wrightstown made any adjustments to be able to crack into this lead, or will it be Wrightstown making some sort of run early on? That's going to be a big thing to follow. Now, you look at for the Foxes, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I mean, if your offense was firing later on in that second half, it took a while for that three-point shooting to finally take control, but that's what gave them this lead.
Thank you so much to our sponsors tonight, Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, and Fox Valley Lutheran High School. That is exactly where we are at right now. Seconds away from second half play, 25-17. Fox is looking for win number 10 on the season, which would top what they did all of last year. They were 9-15 overall last year, so this would be a big-time step forward, and we still have a lot of the season to go. Right out of the half, a quick 3, and it's going to stay with Fox Valley Lutheran coming out firing. How about that?
Well, that was working in the end of the first half, so stay with what was working. And that one didn't make it, but, hey, try it again.
We'll fight right back. Here come the Foxes. Now going left to right as they switch ends, and that one is turned over. They had 8 turnovers in that first half, first of this half.
And that turnover was done easily as just putting your hands in the passing lane.
So the Tigers' first possession of half number 2. We'll see what they do with it, see if they can claw back into this one. Still not out of reach by any means. But a way different squad than we've seen last several years with Tigers basketball, and a foul is called underneath on Elena Fight. That'll be her first and the first of the second half. And so heading to the free throw line will be Jordan Vickman. She was 1 for 2 in that first half. Make it 2 for 3 now in the game. And our first sub, Danielle Brucker. So that didn't take long to get a substitute in. As Vickman hits them both. She now has all three of her points coming at the free throw line. And Wrightstown pulls within 5. Check that, within 6. I thought she hit them both. Yeah, she did. Okay, cool. Oh, we got it. Quick shot missed by FVL. Here come the Tigers. We know in years past they've looked to run and gun, but again, a way different looking team as they lost a lot of ladies to graduation. New coaching scheme this year as well. And downtown, it is good. Emily Brick. And the first 5 points of the second half go to Wrightstown.
Well, it wasn't like they had a 10-point deficit where it's like it's going to take minutes to just get back into this game. No, you get a quick couple of points at the free throw line and a big three-pointer.
Yankee misses, and on the rebound putback, foul is called, and Lydia Fight will step up to the line. Goes on Emily Brick, that is her second, and the first on Wrightstown here in the second half. And Lydia Fight will shoot her first free throws of the game. Made the first one.
I'm sure Wrightstown is very happy to see their offense is back on track, where end of that first half, it was just difficult to get any shot off.
Lydia on the season, a 64% free throw shooter. Makes them both here. So the first 2 points of the second half for FVL come at the line. And Lydia now in double figures with 10, just above her average of 9. 2 minutes into the second half. Underneath the put in easy by Jordan Vickman. Her first bucket of the game, but she has 5 points overall.
They rushed that ball down the court, and she was wide open, and they took that quick opportunity when they could.
Pulls them back within 3. Says all the makings of, again, going down to the wire. And it's exactly what you would expect with these two teams. A long 3. Missed by Hunky. Outlet pass up and no good. Radke had it roll around the rim, and she is getting up very gingerly. So the Foxes have numbers. They look to use it. Nice pump fake and in by Emily Yankee. She had Radke coming from behind, did the little pump fake, got her up in the air.
Well, it's great knowledge knowing that she was going to come flying down the court to make up time.
Almost a turnover, and a reach-in foul is going to be called instead of a tie-up. That is going to go on Lydia Fight, her first. Team foul number 2. Almost 3 minutes in to the second half. It's a 6-point advantage. Wrightstown trying to knock into that 10. That one is no good. Another offensive rebound here for the Tigers. Man, oh man, that was a story of the first half for them. Here's a pretty much wide open 3. That is missed. Rebound put back up and in. Emily Brick, right place at the right time.
It goes back to what we saw in the first half, where Wrightstown was just cruising on these offensive rebounds. It faded away in the second half of the first part, but let's see if they can maintain this energy, and what can the Foxes do?
Brick's got 6, 5 of them in this half. Deep 3 in the corner by Lydia Fight. Here come the Tigers. Wide open underneath and swatted away. Where did Lydia Fight come from? My goodness, I thought that was going to be an easy 2 for Brucker. Instead, it'll roll out of bounds as it was swatted away. And some subs by both sides. Leah Lemke coming back in. You knew she wouldn't be sitting down for too long. Their leading scorer with 10 points in that first half for Leah Lemke, 5'8" junior. Here come the Foxes. They will back it out. Up by 4. 4 minutes into this second half. Jacobson, top of the key, passes it off to Otto. The 3 won't go, and the loose ball rebound still fought for. Here come the Tigers. They got some numbers, but they throw it away. A little bit too quick, and the 5th turnover on Wrightstown. First one of this half.
Well, it's hard not to run this transition offense because they were able to get some quick points using the front court. So it's a give and take. When you try to run this fast-paced tempo play of a game, you're going to have turnovers like that.
Olivia Cron checks in, the 5'10" senior, one of 3 seniors on the roster here for Fox Valley Lutheran, up by 4. Both teams just switching possessions until right there. The left-hand layup is good for Lydia Fight.
Doing a great job waiting for Fight to have that opportunity where you felt she was going to win that one-on-one battle.
Back up by 6. It was 25-17 at the half. And here we sit at 32-26. And the Tigers want a timeout.
Ooh, a tough timeout.
They take it. It is a full timeout, so we will take it as well. 13-14 remaining in this second half. Back after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Communities mean everything to Fox. It's in our name. It means giving back and moving forward through life's changes. It means evolving, to give you the best personalized financial services. Fox has been here since 1937. Times have changed, but our focus hasn't. It's about our members, today and always. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Back at it here at Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Joey D and Zach Morris with you. After the full timeout, it'll be Wrightstown basketball down by 6. They were down by 8 at the half. And we're 5 minutes into this second half. In the corner, an open three. Vickman off the mark just a little bit. Come the Foxes off and running. Looking for win number 10, which again would top what they did last year when they went 9-15. Tigers a little bit different year. They're looking for win number 9 so far this season. So 3 is off the mark. Leah Lemke rips down the rebound. 25-win season last year. And a travel is called on Samantha Keel.
And that happened because she met resistance. She had 3 Foxes to get around, and when you're trying to take that extra step how to get around 3 people, you forget about the dribbling part of it.
Yeah, that's kind of important. Basketball.
It's always tough to take that 1-on-3 matchup.
Second turnover of this half on Wrightstown. I have them unofficially with 6 in the game to 9 for Fox Valley Lutheran. Skip pass. Over to Jacobson on the drive, and she traveled with it. Back-to-back turnovers on each team, and it'll go back to Wrightstown. Looked like she had an open lane, but took too many steps. Coach Wenzel wants a little explanation and has to sit down. 28 years for the Reverend Dave Wenzel. Foul going on the Foxes. I believe they're going to get Riley Pink. That is her second. Team foul number 3.
Not much for her to do there when you have a 6'2" player and you're trying to be able to get a block. Foul is probably the only thing you can do.
Vickman makes the front end. She is now 4 out of 5 at the line tonight. 6 points overall. Vickman came in a 64% free throw shooter, so she'll add to that as more subs come in. Lena Fight coming back in. And Vickman's second is good. Rimmed in and out and then back in. So she is now 5 out of 6 tonight at the free throw line. Give her 7 points overall. And Wrightstown back within 4. 32-28. Looking down low for Fight. They can't find her. We'll swing it back out front. Here's Otto. Now they look for Fight and they throw it away. Nice defensive move by Jordan Vickman, stepping in and intercepting that one.
Yeah, she did an excellent job on jumping that pass.
Up and one for Emily Brick. In transition. Foul goes on Jacobson. 3rd foul on her, 4th on the team, and that's going to be Brick to try for the old-fashioned three-pointer to bring within 1 if she can knock it down. And she doesn't. Jinxed her. Still back within 2, though. Both these teams, man, this could be a fight to the end here. These last 11 minutes are going to be fun, folks. Stick around. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday night basketball for you. I get to do the Wrightstown boys game tomorrow. as they're at Little Chutes. That will be on the radio. That one is swatted away by Vickman, and she comes up with it. Couple of good defensive stands there for Jordan Vickman.
Yeah, and she's making her presence felt now on these last couple possessions against the Foxes.
Only a sophomore, and she gets it on the offensive end as well. Contributing all over the place. And how about this? We got a tie game at 32 apiece, and a timeout is called by Fox Valley Lutheran. It is a 30-second timeout, so it gives us time to talk about our friends here at Fox Valley Lutheran High School. It's a great high school, great looking high school as well. Right here in Appleton, it does offer teens an outstanding Christian education, caring teachers, classes for all abilities, and amazing facilities. You can see the gymnasium right here, but they also have a lot of other great facilities. In-person or online options are available. Enroll now for second semester or for next fall. Learn more at FVLHS.org. How about this comeback here, Zach? They were down by 8 at the half. We are tied up.
Well, Wrightstown is executing their offense a lot better than they were in that first half, and that's how they've caught up in this half. And that's a great job by Vickman. You're looking at you can feel her presence on defense, just being able to get a couple steals, good blocks, and then just left wide open on the other side for that easy layup.
Tied at 32. They'll look to work it down low. A double team on the block. They force a turnover.
And again, trying to get over Vickman, it's difficult, and that let the other defender come in for the quick steal.
Looking for the lead, a little bit too short. Heads up play by Leah Lemke, throwing it off the foot of the Foxes defender down low, and it'll stay Tigers basketball.
It's just a quick heads-up play and a tough one to react to when you're the one being thrown at.
Right at the free throw line, an easy bucket, and the Tigers retake the lead on the jumper by Hendricks. They practice that all the time, I guarantee you, and they ran it to perfection on the inbounds pass. What a run by Wrightstown. They've outscored the Foxes by 10 in this half so far. And we still have just over a quarter of the basketball game left. What a game. This is exactly what I expected. I don't know about you, Zach. This is what I expected, and another turnover. Back-to-back possessions come up empty for the Foxes. 5 turnovers in this half, 13 on the game.
Well, when you talk about the battle for second place in the conference, this is a game you get.
Lemke rims in and out, no good. Lena fights for the rebound. Outlet pass up to Lydia Fight. She gets it back out front. They'll swing it to the right side. Right at the quarter mark. 34-32. Wrightstown fighting back and taking the lead. Foxes looking at something going here on offense, because this half has been a way different half for them. You can hear some of the Wrightstown faithful who are here this evening. Again, each player allotted 2 tickets to come in tonight. That's basically the protocol now for most schools. 3 is good. Lydia Fight regains the lead for Fox Valley Lutheran, her 3rd three-pointer of the game.
Well, what's been working for the Foxes has been the open three-point shots, and that's what they were working patiently on that last offensive possession.
1 point advantage now for the Foxes as they exchange the lead change again. Down low, Vickman, no second chance. That won't go, but she'll head to the line for the 4th time this evening.
Again, left wide open on that screen and was able to, she had to corral the ball before she went the first shot attempt. So I gave the Foxes time to get a defender there. But, hey, great job getting to the free throw line where she's been excelling so far.
And she makes the first. So after missing her first one back in the first half, she has now made 6 straight. 6 for 7 at the line for Jordan Vickman. So in this half, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, she's in double figures now with 10 points. Second one is good as well. Give her 11, came in averaging 9.2. Coming off of a 14-point effort against Valders. She's almost there. Regains the lead again for Wrightstown at 36-35. Just under 8 minutes left to play. What a game we've had here this evening. And a travel is called. Too many steps for Olivia Cron as she started that drive. This unforced turnover. 6-1 of this half on FVL. That's been a big story, and the Tigers have been converting off of those turnovers.
Yeah, when we start entering these later stages of the game, Joey, those turnovers are going to amplify even more.
Long three is good. Thought that one might pop back out, but Samantha Keel nails it. She's got 5, and the biggest lead here for Wrightstown now.
And another 3 points off a turnover.
It's at 39-35, and a quick shot is missed.
Another block by Vickman, so again, she continues to show her presence in the paint.
3 ball is missed, and it goes off of the hands of Abby Radke. And Coach Otto Asuko in his first year, he can't believe it. You can see him down there chatting with the guys in black and white. I think it was touched by both players. That's a tough call for the referee.
Well, it's a hard angle because the referee that called it had the best view.
Yeah. Coach Zuko is still barking at him. So officially it will go down as a turnover on Wrightstown. Their third of this half. 7th of the game. 7 minutes to play in regulation. I'll say it for the first time. It has all the makings there, Zach. Man, we might see some free basketball here this evening. Just under 7 to go. Nice lob pass. Oh, but Fight cannot control it. Elena wants that one back, I guarantee you. Deep in the corner, wide open for Radke. Too far. Battle for the ball on the floor, and a timeout is called. Coach Wenzel doesn't think that there was possession there by the Tigers, but a timeout is called, so we will take a quick one as well. It's a 4-point game. We're back after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Sometimes you can tell when it's time to look for a bigger house. Get the home, the yard, and the loan that will make your dreams and your dogs come true. Talk to the mortgage lending experts at Fox. Get free pre-approval and helpful home buying advice so you can see just how much space you can afford. Let Fox help you with 22 locations and lending experts to make it easy. Visit foxcu.org for details.
Fox Communities.
Yeah, we keep on rolling, as the song says. As we're back here at Fox Valley Lutheran High School. 39-35 our score after the timeout. Tigers are on the attack. Can't get it to go. Game that has featured the biggest lead, I believe, was at half, which was 8 by FVL. Ever since then, Tigers clawing back. See what I did there? 6:10 to go, and a throw it away. Another unforced turnover here.
Don't Tigers and Foxes both have claws?
I think so. So that could go either way.
So now it's the Foxes trying to claw back into this one.
Claw their way into it. Just under 6 to go. Nice entry pass. One-on-one on the left block. Lemke misses. And Fox is there for the rebound. To Maddie Jacobson. Now we'll swing it back around. Savannah Sharon into the game. She was calling for it in the right corner. Instead, they go to the left corner. Fight misses it, and the rebound comes down to Abby Radke.
Tough rebound there for the Foxes. Had 2 bodies to get that.
And the pass goes awry, and a tie-up is called between Vickman and Otto. More substitutions coming in for both sides with 5:21 remaining. What a game. Battle is on here in the Northeastern Conference. Elsewhere tonight, it's Clintonville, Wapaka, Freedom, and O'Connell Falls. 3 ball in the corner. Leah Lemke, her second 3 of the game. 13 points for her, and the lead is extended. The biggest lead of the night here for Wrightstown. Trying to answer the Foxes. A quick shot, kind of desperation there.
Just want to get that lead down to a 2-possession game, but I thought that was very uncharacteristic what they have been running this whole game. Running their offense and trying to find the open 3.
Left baseline drive missed by Lemke. And here comes FVL. Can't have too many more empty possessions if you're the Foxes. It's a 3-possession game right now, trying to knock that down. And too hard there for the putback. Another chance. Yeah, we'll have some free throws. Boy, they like scrappy down below tonight.
Well, you could tell they needed points on this possession. They were trying to do anything they can just to get a chance for any points.
Emily Brick's third, second team foul. And Olivia Lena Fight, I should say. Her second trip to the line. She was 2 for 2 in the first half. 3 for 3 now. For Elena on the season. Came in only shot 14 free throws all year. And tonight she's 4 for 4. She'll up her percentage. She has 9 points overall. Brings them back within 5. Check that, it's 43. Forgot that was a 3-pointer last time now. So 43. No, it is 42. Check that. Again. 42. I'll get it right. Fall away won't go. Again underneath, getting scrappy, they throw it away.
Huge turnover there.
Big time, yeah. They can convert here. Get the momentum going back their way, and the Reverend wants to talk it over. Dave Winslow with a timeout. We'll see if it's a full or a 30. It is a full timeout, so we will take one as well. It's a 5-point game. Back after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
I just thoroughly enjoy the members. They become friends. They make me laugh. Sometimes they make me cry. There are times where people need help, and when they leave here with a smile on their face, it makes me proud to be an employee of Fox Communities Credit Union because I hear so many people talk about the good things that we do.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Of course, it wouldn't be a sporting event without this song, right, Zach? Even though they'd never get to the chorus because it's so long in. Anyway, back here at Fox Valley.
I don't
Lutheran
even know
High
if I
School.
hear that at a lot of. I'm trying to think how many sporting events I've probably heard it.
Oh, I have. Travel is called right out of the timeout. Not what you want to see if you're the Reverend. And the coach, Dave Wenzel.
So we've seen the opposite of that, where Wrightstown took a timeout, had a perfect 3-point shot on a timeout, but that just did not work out there for the Foxes.
And the Tigers wisely back it out. 3.5 to go. This is where you can kind of run as much clock as you want. You're up by 2 possessions. Hey, why not? Just control the basketball. Don't turn it over. Get a good shot if you can. Otherwise, just toss it around. Seems to be what Wrightstown is wanting to do.
Question is, how much time do you want to burn off? Because if you do have a turnover and the Foxes make a quick 3-point shot.
Oh, the block from behind, and she gets called for the foul. Oh, man. Oh. Called on Elena Fight, her second. I saw a lot of orange being tapped by a hand. That's just me. I'm up here. So, Leah Lemke, 1 for 2 this evening. Make it 2 for 3. Their leading scorer coming in, averaging 20 points. She's been held in check tonight with those 14. Been kind of a quiet.
Huge free throw here.
14. Makes them both. Back up by 7. Again, a 3-possession game. You're right, that was huge. Now for FVL, you cannot afford an empty possession here. Under 3 minutes to go, down by 7.
Yeah,
They were up by 8 at the half. What a turnaround here. That one knocked away.
They can take their time here. There's no mad rush. You have to score instantly.
Right, and you don't need the 3, too. You can drive in, try and draw the foul. You do not need a 3 here. It looks like they're just working the perimeter. And everybody in blue on the other side, and that's thrown away. Coach Suko loving it on the sidelines.
It was a decision that she didn't really want to make. She saw the defender in front of her teammate and even stretched the ball a little bit further, thinking maybe she could stretch off for the ball. But when you start doing that near the half-court line, that's where turnovers tend to happen.
Now, if you're Wrightstown, definitely run down as much as you can here. You're up by 3 possessions. That one is going to stay Wrightstown ball. 2:08 remaining, and you're up by 7. And Coach Winslow wants a timeout for Fox Valley Lutheran. This is where we may see a lot of stoppages as far as the timeouts go. And it is a full timeout. It gives us a chance to thank all of our sponsors, including, let's read this one right here, from Fox Valley Lutheran High School. That is where we are at right now. Fox Valley Lutheran High School. It's right here in Appleton. It offers teens an outstanding Christian education, caring teachers, classes for all abilities, amazing facilities, and check this out, in-person or online options are available. Enroll now for second semester or for next fall. You can learn more at their website, which is fvlhs.org. And they always treat us well here at Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Joey D and Zach Morris with you. Our next broadcast, that is going to be coming up. Guess what? The Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes. The boys game. That is coming up on Friday, I believe. Luxembourg, Casco, and FVL. You'll be back here for that one, right?
Correct.
You and BJ DeGroat will be back on these airwaves. Good to see him back and healthy and ready to go. Here we are ready to go. With just over 2 minutes remaining. After the timeout, the quick shot. Not sure why they're doing that. Why wouldn't you back it out and eat a little bit of clock? Now you give the Foxes a open door, and they can score without any clock being run down.
Well, you shoot it thinking that you're going to make this. You feel the possibility you making that shot is around 75%, but just didn't work out.
Yankee misses the front end. She's really been held in check this evening. She had 22 points the other night against Wapaka, has 11 in this one. Just under her average of 16.4 as she makes the second one. So it knocks it down to a 6-point game at 38. And a timeout is called now by Wrightstown. And this will be a full timeout. We'll take a quick commercial break and we'll come back. And the finish of this one, the last 151 of it, it's a 6-point game. Stay tuned. Our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Communities mean everything to Fox. It's in our name. It means giving back and moving forward through life's changes. It means evolving to give you the best personalized financial services. Fox has been here since 1937. Times have changed, but our focus hasn't. It's about our members, today and always. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Battle here in the Northeastern Conference this evening here at Fox Valley Lutheran High School. You see the next couple of games here for FVL. Marinette, Seymour right here at home. We're heading to O'Connell Falls. Busy, busy month for all the teams here in Northeast Wisconsin. As we get back to action here. It's a 6-point game, just under 2 minutes left to play. 3 timeouts left for Wrightstown, 2 left for Fox Valley Lutheran. So we might see a lot of stoppage of play here in the final 90 seconds of this one. Still very much up in the air, but this is a big defensive stance here for Fox Valley Lutheran. Got to get a stop. The heavy defensive pressure. Now, Zach, when do you foul? You got to foul real soon, just like that.
10 more seconds. I mean, you love to find a way. Can you get a steal right before the 1 minute mark, because you don't want to send the wrong player to the free throw line.
Second foul on Lydia Fight, the team foul number 7, so we will have a 1 and bonus. Emily Brick will step back to the line. And misses it. That's a huge miss. Here come the Foxes. They must score on this possession to stay in it. In the corner, trying for the 3. Loose ball rebound, run down the floater by Otto. And they do not score on the must-score possession. Under a minute left to play. Now if you're Wrightstown, just back it out and wait for them to come out and get you. Well, you got to foul if you're FVL. You have to.
Well, Wrightstown just dodged a huge deficit there. The fact that the wide open 3 didn't fall in, the reload didn't work. Now just trying to take time off the clock.
And a timeout is called by Coach Otto Suko in his first year. We will take one more 30-second break. We'll come back for the finish of this one here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Back here at Fox Valley Lutheran High School, what we think will be the last time, although there are 4 total timeouts that are left. Joey D and Zach Morris with you on this Monday night. We are so glad to be here and bringing you high school girls basketball in the Northeast Conference. Wrightstown and Fox Valley Lutheran. Wrightstown trying to continue their dominance over the years. Ever since they came into the same conference, they have not lost yet to them. Ball is thrown away, and a foul from behind. That's not what you want to do if you're Wrightstown. Foul goes on Samantha Keel. She raises her hand like, what did I do? But that's exactly what you did not want to see if you're Wrightstown. Riley Pink back to the line for second time this evening. And misses the first one.
Well, regardless, even if both fall in, it's still a 2-possession game.
Clock stops, though. That's a big thing here. But she missed the first one. Second one is good. Pink, she's got 3 points, all of them coming at the free throw line. Brings them back within 5. 25 seconds, and they almost throw it away. And a wide open layup. Jordan Vickman, the easiest 2 points she is going to have probably in her career.
Almost worked to perfection there for the Foxes, but unable to hold on to the ball, and a great, easy layup for Vickman.
3 rims in and out, and Wrightstown gets the rebound, and a foul is called. We will take the long walk backwards. I believe they're going to get Cron. Olivia Cron. Her first. Team foul number 8 or 9. Team foul number 9, so still just a 1 bonus here, but 5.8 showing on the clock. If she makes this, I've already put a spork in it, but this would pretty much do it. Leah Limke can knock these down, and she does. 3-possession game now for Wrightstown. 47-39. Second one is good. Made them both. She's been swell at the free throw line here this evening. And the layup is no good, and that is how this one comes to an end. Your final score here this evening. Wrightstown comes to Fox Valley Lutheran and continues their dominance over the Foxes. They win again. They are now 12-1 against them since entering the Northeast Conference. Final score tonight, to 39. Zach Morris, this was an 8-point advantage at the half for Fox Valley Lutheran. Wrightstown outscored them by 17 points in that second half.
Well, we talk about what adjustment would happen, and apparently there was a huge adjustment on offense for the Wrightstown Tigers, being able to work their offense and just continue all the way through. And before the game, we heard from the Wrightstown coach he wanted to make something known with his 6'2" player, and that being in Vickman, and doing a great. She did a lot better offensively, getting wide open on plays through a screen or through the execution of the play, getting multiple opportunities, and she helped out. And there was 3-point shooting that was huge for Wrightstown, which helped them come back. And I think it was that 5-point burst in the first minute that really helped Wrightstown knock out that deficit. And ever since they took that lead, they were in control for the rest of the game. And far as for the Foxes, that 3-point shooting that was so huge in the first half, it never came through in the second half. It was just a complete difference for the second half. I mean, we've seen this in some places where you watch a team in that first half and you wonder what happened to them. And so far, I believe that's what happened tonight. It was just a different show, and I think it was the adjustments that Wrightstown made, which got the win. And when you have that momentum built, and again, that 5-point burst, if you can get that early on, you get that confidence, and once confidence starts building, you can ride that out for the rest of the game.
They split the season series as FVL won the earlier contest 51-48. But again, overall, since joining the conference back in 2015-16, 12-1 in the series in favor of Wrightstown. Your final scoring here for Wrightstown. They had 2 players scoring double figures, 17 for Leah Lemke, just under her average for the season. Jordan Vickman, the sophomore, 13 points tonight. She came up pretty big late in the game. 8 points for Emily Brick, 5 for Samantha Keel, and 2 for Carissa Hendricks. For Fox Valley Lutheran, they were led in scoring by Lydia Feit. 15 points for Lydia, 12 for Emily Yankee, so she was held in check this evening. 9 for Elena Feit, and 3 for Riley Pink. So only 4 players scoring for Fox Valley Lutheran. They only scored 14 points in that second half. They were up by 8 at the half, 25-17, but they fall in this one. As for the Tigers, they up their record to 9-4 overall, 8-2 now in conference play. And up next for them, they are at Luxembourg Casco and at Wapeka. That's a Thursday and Saturday. So, and then they play again on Monday against Little Chute. So, nice stretch coming here for the Tigers. For Fox Valley Lutheran, they drop to 9-4 overall, 9-3 in league play. And that ends their winning streak at 5. Next up for them, they will host Marinette on Thursday, Saturday hosting Seymour, and Monday at O'Connell Falls. So both these teams doing Thursday, Saturday, Monday for their upcoming schedule. As far as our upcoming schedule, let's pop that up for you. And we have some boys basketball from right here. We'll just leave the equipment here. No problem. As they will be hosting Luxembourg Casco. BJ and Zach will be on the call of that. I will be on the call of Wrightstown boys tomorrow against Little Chute. That will be on the score tomorrow night. So as we continue, just like all the area teams here, we continue our run of a lot of good broadcasts here for you in Northeast Wisconsin as the basketball season is going to come to an end before you know it. It is actually kind of starting to wind down, especially on the girls' side. Playoffs are right around the corner. Our sponsors tonight, Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, and also Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Check them out at FVLHS.org. That is going to do it for me this evening and for my broadcast partner, Zach Morris. Your final score once again this evening. It is Wrightstown coming from behind to take this one over Fox Valley Lutheran in girls basketball. Final score 48-39. This has been a presentation of Woodward Communications.